have you noticed how our grandparents, while so loving, can be our toughest critics and judge us for being on our devices? Our grandparents think we're unintelligent, when in reality, maybe those same devices help to make us smarter. In the year 1984, researcher and professor James Flynn documented significant IQ increases in the average person. This was called the Flynn effect, which theorized that the average IQ test scores would increase by 10 points per generation. Recent meta-analysis studies indicate that there may actually have been an increase of 2 to 3 IQ points per decade globally since the 1900s. So you may wonder, why did IQs increase? Well, the Flynn effect is most likely due to, among other things, advances in education, furthered health benefits, and access to medical improvements. While this may seem obvious, in an essay in the New York Times entitled "Watching TV Makes You Smarter," Stephen Johnson argues that technology and digital devices enable people to perceive things more abstractly than in the past. For instance, popular television shows watched by previous generations, such as I Love Lucy, Starsky and Hutch, and more, are simplistic, had a single storyline, and did not require much concentration to follow. However, popular TV shows today, for example, like The Mandalorian, are programmed precisely to engage viewers with multiple storylines, intricate plots, and at least a dozen characters. Even digital games require complex problem solving in visual and symbolic text. In a study published in the Economic Inquiry, researchers found that video game playing improved children's problem-solving ability, which can actually impact their mathematical skills. Although this ability decreased as the numbers of hours played increased. As you can see, increased media consumption has significantly altered society, in a good way, because digital devices help us establish a new way of perceiving things creatively or abstractly in digital content. Yet, in some aspects, our grandparents may be right. Current technologies, such as cell phones, can have negative consequences, such as an alarming effect on our attention spans. A recent study conducted by Dr. Bill Thornton at the University of Southern Maine demonstrated that when your phone is nearby during a complex task, people's performance worsens and you are less likely to be attentive. So how can we reap the benefits of having higher IQs than our ancestors while also increasing our attention spans? The answer may be doing one thing at a time. According to Forbes, multitasking is a poor practice to follow and dilutes focus and concentration. This is because the human brain is unable to process such vast amounts of information when going between tasks, which then lowers productivity. Quality work requires immense focus and concentration, while multitasking dilutes this and is very inefficient. According to Thomas Opong, an entrepreneur and writer for The Observer, enjoying leisurely time without abrupt interruptions or disturbances can help clear a distracted mind, and considering calming practices can reduce stress and allow you to achieve your goals quickly, efficiently, and satisfyingly. While working on a writing assignment, my phone was a constant bother and temptation with its continuous ringing and notifications. Because I was working with the temptation of my phone so near, I became very distracted and did not complete the assignment sufficiently. This is probably why teachers don't want phones available in the classroom, so that you're not tempted to look at them. To avoid distractions, putting your phone away during family time and during class can clear your mind. Some other options to try to help avoid distractions from technology are journaling, meditation, and exercise, which can all help direct your focus and manage emotions. While multitasking may decrease our attention spans, this is not the only downside to reliance on technology. For instance, the abbreviations used in text and the usage of emojis could potentially harm the growing intelligence of millennials and Generation Z. This could result in us being communicatively inept in future years, where our grandparents and parents could easily share their thoughts and ideas through letter writing that included clear communication. Our generation relies on emojis and abbreviations, which do not have the transparent and intelligent communication effect. According to W.C. Econager, a university assistant lecturer, students globally have used abbreviations or slang, not only in text, but also in academic writing. 64% of U.S. teens admit to using abbreviations in their academic assignments. This may show that more than half of teens today feel comfortable relying upon unclear communication in their own education. Econager also states that slang in text language is now causing an alarming difficulty in school systems, as students altering the English language can have a problematic effect on their quality of writing and reading. Students that rely on slang in their everyday lives sometimes face the struggle of being able to communicate clearly, which could create even larger problems in human connection and interaction across the globe. Like slang, emojis can be an efficient way of communicating, but vaguely capture emotions. This is mainly because the human expression is much too complex to be summed up by simplistic icons. The significant reliance and increasing popularity of these digital icons can even lead to misunderstandings and miscommunication worldwide. According to Ben Zimmerman, executive editor for Vocabulary.com, these types of miscommunications have been more frequent. Particularly, certain emojis are being misinterpreted around the world, one being the emoji that represents two folded hands. In Japanese culture, this symbolizes gratitude or a greeting. In other cultures, this represents prayer, while some millennials view this symbol as two people giving each other a high five. Continuing to use abbreviations, slang, and emojis in writing and text can negatively impact the next generation's way of communication and also make us sound uneducated and unclear. As you can see, digital technology does have beneficial aspects, but it can also dilute focus and attention. Enjoying productive activities may regain low attention spans and can help you stay on task. And rather than using a vague icon or slang and abbreviation in text, using constructive sentences just may save the next generation from inept communication. Your grandparents may have a point, but if the Flynn effect is correct, your points may be more legitimate because of the generational increase in IQs. So how will you utilize your intelligence in the future? After all, we are the future. So let's just be clear on how we want it to be. The choice is yours. Thank you.